Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really powerful Japanese concept, something that might just change the way you think about your life. It comes from the book by Héctor García and Francesc Miralles. It's called Ikigai, and it's all about finding your reason for being. So what is it really? And how in the world do you find yours? Let's get into it.
First, let's just, set the scene. I think we all feel it sometimes. We live in this world of constant hustle, never-ending to-do lists, and that kind of nagging feeling that we should be doing something more, right? It's a super common feeling, this sense of just being a little bit adrift, searching for a deeper kind of purpose.
I mean, seriously, have you ever asked yourself that? What is the one thing that gets you out of bed in the morning? Not just because you have to, but because you actually truly want to. It's a massive question, I know, but the whole idea of Ikigai gives us a kind of roadmap for finding the answer.
And the answer, or at least a guide to finding it, it comes from a place you probably wouldn't expect. We're going to travel, metaphorically, to a small island in Japan, a place that's famous for its incredible wisdom about how to live a good life.
Yep, Okinawa. It's one of the world's blue zones. These are places where people have this extraordinary longevity. We're talking about a huge number of people living past 100 years old who are still active, still engaged with life. And when researchers asked them, what's your secret? One word just kept coming up over and over again.
And that word is Ikigai. It's such a beautiful concept. It literally combines Iki, which means life, and Gai, which means value or worth. So it's your life's value, your reason for being. But it's not just about being happy. It's about having this sense of direction, this purpose that brings you joy every single day.
So how do you find this amazing sounding thing? Well, it's not about just sitting around waiting for a lightning bolt of inspiration to strike. The book actually breaks it down into this really practical, reflective process that, honestly, anyone can start. And it all begins with asking yourself a few simple but pretty profound questions.
The search begins with question number 1. What do you love? Simple, right? But really think about it. What are the things you do that make you completely lose track of time? The topics you could just talk about for hours on end. This is all about what genuinely, truly brings you joy and excitement.
Okay, next up, your skills and talents. What are the things you're just naturally good at? What abilities have you built up over the years? What do people always seem to come to you for help with? This is about really recognizing your own unique strengths, whether that's a professional skill, an artistic talent, or maybe just a real knack for connecting with people.
All right, now we're going to shift our focus. We're going to look outward. What problems in your community, or even in the world really, speak to you? What kind of contribution could you make that would have a real positive impact? This is all about connecting your personal purpose to something bigger than yourself. And the fourth and final question, well, this one grounds it all in reality. How can you take your passions and your skills and turn them into a job or a career? This is the practical piece of the puzzle, right? The part that lets you support yourself while you're doing what actually matters to you. So you see, these are the 4 crucial elements. Your Ikigai isn't just in one of these circles. It's in the sweet spot, right in the middle where they all overlap. It's about finding that path that brings together what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what can sustain you. It's this powerful blend of your own inner joy and your value to the outside world.
Okay, so finding your Ikigai is the core of it, but it needs a lifestyle to really support it, right? The book also dives into the daily habits of the Okinawans, the foundation that lets them chase their purpose for an entire lifetime.
This quote from the book just nails it. In Okinawa, there really isn't a concept of retirement like we have in the West. The whole idea is to keep doing what you love and what you're good at, to keep contributing to your community for as long as you possibly can. That activity itself is what fuels your desire to live.
Now look at this number, 80%. This is actually one of the biggest health secrets from Okinawa. But what on earth does it mean? It's a practice called Hare Hachibu. Basically, it's a form of mindful eating. It's a simple reminder to stop eating just before you feel totally full, when you're about 80% full. This simple habit is believed to reduce stress on your body and helps you live a longer, healthier life. It's not some fad diet, it's a lifelong way of thinking about food. Another absolute cornerstone of Okinawan life is the moai. This is more than just a group of friends. It's a close-knit group of people with common interests who are committed to looking out for each other for life. It's like a built-in social safety net that provides emotional and sometimes even financial support. It's a powerful reminder that you don't have to go through life's challenges all alone.
So these individual practices, they're all part of a bigger system of habits. First, like we said, is to stay active and never really retire from what you love. Second, it's about gentle daily movement. Think walking, gardening, stuff like that. Third, it's about finding your flow state. You know, that feeling of being completely lost in an activity you love. And fourth, it's practicing mindfulness and simplicity to stay grounded. Altogether, these small, consistent actions build a life filled with purpose.
And all of this brings us to what might be the most important point about Ikigai. It's so easy to get caught up in the idea of longevity, of just adding more years to your life. But the philosophy of Ikigai teaches us something way, way more profound.
This final quote just sums it all up perfectly. The real gift of finding your Ikigai isn't about reaching some final goal or checking a box. It's about making the journey itself richer. It's about finding meaning and joy in the process, day after day. It teaches us how to live well, not just long.
So, as we wrap this up, just remember, Ikigai isn't some final destination you arrive at. It's more like a compass, a direction you follow. Don't feel like you have to have it all figured out right now. The real question is, what's just one small step you can take today to move a little bit closer to that intersection? That sweet spot where what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for all come together. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.